Welcome, welcome, welcome. You made it. Welcome to day one of our Infinite Growth Challenge. I'm your host, Rachel Ngom, and let me just say congratulations on being here. What I need you to do is to show up for all 5 days. I'm so happy you're here on day one, but I'll tell you what happens. People get excited, they make a commitment, and then they sometimes show up on day two, definitely dwindle out by day 5. I need you to actually make this commitment. I will be here all freaking 5 days. And I'll talk about prizes that we have and all that cool stuff to really reward you for showing up all 5 days. So as you're jumping on, tell me where you are from. And I'm just so happy that you are here. Okay, so quick housekeeping. We're going to be doing these lives at the exact same time every single day. So no questions about like what time we're going live or anything like that. Same time, same place every single day. And we are going to have everything up on the recap page. It's not ready yet since we don't have our first live video in there, but as soon as it's ready, we'll be posting it in the Facebook group. So if for whatever reason you can't make it one day, try to be here live. But if you can't make it live, then we'll post it in the recap page. Hey you guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm so excited to see you here. Hey Elise, hey Martha, hey Christy, hey Michelle, hey Maya. Cool. Okay, who's so freaking excited for Infinite Growth? Because I am. This is my all-time favorite challenge for many reasons, which we'll talk about, but this is just like, whoo. So give me a thumbs up, give me some hearts, share this. And let's start off with some shout outs as people are joining us. So for everyone who's doing the homework, I just say congratulations. If you posted the homework, I'm going to give you guys some shout outs on those who have done the homework already. And just to use some examples, if you haven't done the homework, that's fine. You can listen to this and this will give you some good feedback on how to actually do that homework if you're feeling a little bit stuck. So let's talk about Elizabeth. She said her limiting story was her fear of failure and lack of confidence. By the way, tomorrow we're talking about getting over that fear of failure, so make sure you're there tomorrow. She says it stops me from taking action sometimes, and I know what I want to do, but who in the right mind wants to read or listen to me? Who do I think I am? So on and so forth. And she changed it to my empowering story is I can learn to overcome these fears. Just this weekend, on my 41st birthday, I got on one of the most terrifying roller coasters I've ever ridden. I think I spent more time upside down than right side up on this thing, like the kind you buckle in, you're checking every strap, you're repeatedly pushing the safety harness up to make sure it doesn't move from the locked position. I got off that ride, and while my legs felt like jello, my hands shook from the adrenaline, I was alive, and I conquered my fear and had one of the best moments of my life. I can conquer these other fears, and even if I'm not the best in the industry, I can be me and have fun with it. And I love that. So for those of you who are saying, I'm scared to do this, do it. Like whatever it is that you're afraid of, the more you do it, the more confidence you're going to get. So I'll tell you a little bit about me. I was someone who did not have a lot of confidence growing up. Like I was shy. I was super insecure. I don't know why. It was just part of that was who I am. Like I was nervous to public speaking, heck to the no. I was so nervous to even speak in front of my volleyball team, like gave me anxiety for whatever reason. And I did something that got me way the heck out of my comfort zone, which was I moved to Africa by myself, which you don't have to do that extreme, but this is what I did. And it was then that I was so out of my comfort zone that everything else after that I was like, oh, I can do that, no problem. Like that's no big deal. So whatever it is that scares you, do it. Do the thing that scares you. So make a commitment now. Comment what's one thing that you're afraid of doing and freaking do it. Do it today. So someone in the group said they're afraid to go live on Facebook. Freaking go live on Facebook, okay? I have another example. Jada says her limiting story is people won't buy from us when we can't reach the number of people we need to. Also, we don't have the time to devote to growing and scaling our business because we have a baby and demanding careers. And her empowering story is consistency and putting in the hard work will pay off in time. Our knowledge and expertise is powerful, and people do want to hear and learn about natural pain relief and holistic health. We will reach an audience who wants to learn so we can help them achieve their health goals and make an impact in their lives. Even if we do a little bit in our busy everyday life, it'll have a compounding effect. Yes, Jada, I'm so excited to have you in our next round of Activate. You're like ideal client. You know exactly that you want to make an impact and you just need the help of really scaling, and you're going to be able to do that. You guys, we're going to be talking about a lot of different books throughout this challenge. One of them is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. And so that's kind of what Jada's talking about, that compounding effect. It's not doing a bazillion things at once that's really going to move the needle in your business. It's doing the little things. day after day. They're not sexy. Like, it's the things that you probably don't feel like doing, but you know you need to. It's showing up on Facebook Live. It's writing a blog post. It's doing the content, writing the emails, or whatever it is to get in front of your audience. You got to make sure you're doing that stuff. Trust me, it's not sexy. You're going to have days where you feel like you don't want to do it, but you got to do it if you want to grow. Okay. So I am so excited to kick this challenge off with you guys. You know, it's been crazy over the past almost 2 years that we've had this business. I'll tell you a little bit about me and why we're doing this challenge. So my background is I have my master's in social work. So I don't have a social media degree or anything like that. I lived in Africa, and that was kind of my thing. Like, I wanted to be a missionary and do all these cool things, which we're still doing. We're starting a nonprofit right now, but it wasn't supposed to. God has a plan for everything, and that's definitely what I've learned through the past several years. So I couldn't get a job, even with our master's, from the #1 place in the country. So we ended up broke on food stamps, negative $400 in our checking account, and stressing. Like, I was pregnant, had a new baby. This was one of the hardest points in our life. And it's one of those things, a lot of times, this was for me, it was like I didn't have another choice. My back was up against the wall, and I had to make that decision, go all in. And at that time, it was with network marketing. And I took that network marketing company from very little. So we were making like $20,000 a year. That was our family income, to $80,000 a year the following year, to $100,000 the following year after that, which was amazing. Like, so grateful for everything I've learned in network marketing. We're still making residual income from that company more than like a year and a half, almost 2 years since I've actually touched it, which is so cool. So that company restructured like 2016, 2017, my income was cut in half. So imagine going from, can you hear our dogs? I'm hiding upstairs, but they're still crazy. So imagine going from making $8,000 a month to like $4,000 a month when you're the sole provider. Like, things were stressful again. And I'm like, entrepreneur through and through. Who is an entrepreneur through and through? Like, you know, you're not made to have a 9-to-5. So I knew I had to figure something out. I started She's Making an Impact. I hired a business coach, which was crazy huge investment. But here's a limiting belief that I've heard some of you say is like, I can't afford it. I couldn't afford hiring my business coach. It was $2,000 a month when I was making $4,000 a month. And that was all the money that was coming in, you know, like, it wasn't something that I could afford. But it's one of those limiting beliefs. Instead of saying, I can't afford it, ask, how can I afford it? We made it happen. We made it happen. And that first year, we were able to serve 1,500 students, I think, and did $430,000, which blows my mind. In less than 2 years, we've had over 3,000 students go through our courses. And after working with so many people, I can tell you that there are certain characteristics, certain mindsets that really separates the successful entrepreneurs from the ones who struggle. So the people who buy a course and they course hop, or the ones that actually buy a course, implement, and get freaking awesome results. So a lot of times it's nothing to do necessarily like the coach, the course creator, and it's everything to do with you. And during this challenge, you're going to get some tough love from me, but it's only because I do love you and I want the best for you. So you, as a business owner, are 100% responsible for your personal growth, for your business growth, for the number in your bank account. You can choose to be an expert in your niche, to dominate your market, to smash your income barriers, or you can choose to play it safe, to make an average living or struggle to get by. And if you're struggling with that latter part, we're changing that today. And you are here for a purpose. You are destined for big things. And I truly, truly, truly believe that. Okay. So what I need for you over these next 5 days, please commit. If it's not in your calendar to show up live with me every day, literally open up your phone, put it in your calendar now. Same time, same place, every freaking day. Commit to being a finisher. Commit to being someone who follows through, who does what they say that they're going to do. That's what successful entrepreneurs do, okay? I'm only going to be here for like 20 minutes of your time. I'll do some bonus Q&A within our Facebook group, but today might be a little bit longer. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet because I know you're busy. I want you getting in, getting out, getting on with your transformation. So let's talk about day one and our limiting beliefs. So we have unlimited potential, and I believe that every single person has unlimited potential within us. And a lot of times it's literally the story that we're telling ourselves of why we can't have something. And so Tony Robbins, if you haven't learned from Tony Robbins, I have. I've been to like all of his events. Unleash the Power Within is huge. Date with Destiny. I've worked with a Tony Robbins coach for a year. I've learned so much from this. And I'm so grateful for everything that I've learned from him, especially mindset wise. Holy moly. And he talks about something called the success loop. And so imagine just a loop. And a lot of times we have these beliefs, so we don't think we can do something, so we take a little bit of action. And what do you think happens when we take a little bit of action? We're going to get crappy results. And that crappy results is going to equal just more uncertainty. It's going to reinforce those beliefs. And then what happens when you go to take action again? You're not going to take a lot of action. So you're going to get crappier results. And it's like this vicious loop. And so we got to change the belief and start taking freaking massive action. If you hang around me enough, I'm going to drill into your head to take massive, messy action. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't want you to be perfect. I actually want to show you where I am right now because we're in the middle of moving and it's a hot freaking mess. We're on vacation most of July. Like, this is probably the worst time in the world to challenge like this, but I'm like, my people need this, gonna add value to them. I am hiding upstairs from 3 dogs downstairs. I'm at my parents' house in Chicago in their guest room. And I'm like, where can I have the nicest place to do a Facebook Live? We're packing. So it's like a hot mess. There's stuff like everywhere, all over the place. So a lot of times we see the highlight reel of those like successful entrepreneurs, but we don't see what's actually going on. And we compare our messy as heck like place to what they're doing and what we see as like perfection or whatever the heck it might be. Just know everyone's got messy crap going on. You don't have to be perfect to have a freaking awesome business. Okay. So I want you to think about, what are your beliefs? Okay. What are the things that are really holding you back right now? And the things I've seen so far in the Facebook group, that people won't like your product. People are going to judge you. There's a huge fear of judgment going on. Let me tell you, people don't pay your bills, okay? Like, 98% of the population is struggling to make ends meet. They might look good on the outside, but they are like 2 to 3 paychecks away from being broke. So why do you care what those people think, right? You have to surround yourself with people who are the doers and who are going to hold you to higher standards, okay? So Tony Robbins says that the only thing that's keeping you from getting what you want is the story that you keep telling yourself. So the story that you have, it's limiting your potential, it's limiting your income, and it's not allowing you to achieve everything that it is that you want to do. So what we're doing today is rewriting your story. We're telling yourself a new story, and it's literally going to be the 100% opposite of the story you're telling yourself. Just know that the past does not equal the future unless you live there. So we have to replace that old crappy story, which we all have them. So don't think that just because that person's making $1 bazillion that they don't have some kind of limiting belief. Every level that you get to in your business, you're going to have more crap come up that you're going to have to work through. So this is something like, hang on to your homework assignments, because you're going to need to keep working on this. Okay? So let's talk about some examples of limiting stories that you might have. I'll never be good enough. I don't deserve it. This is as good as it will get. I can't afford it, which we've already talked about. I don't have the time. I could never do that. Successful people are just lucky. And so what I want you to actually do is write out, what have these limiting beliefs cost you in the past? What has it cost the people that you love? And what have you lost because of this belief? And I want you to actually see it, visualize it, hear it, and feel it. What is it costing you and the people you care about in the present? And then what will it cost you and the people that you care about 1 year, 3 years, 5 years from now? And I want you to literally visualize it and feel it. It should make you super uncomfortable, and know that you have to change, and you have to change now. And what I want you to do is write it out, flip it, write out that new belief. I am good enough. All I need is within me now. I am a child of God. Abundance is all around me. The best is yet to come. So I want to give you a few more examples of what this transformation could look like. So one of them, I'm not valuable enough to make a difference, could be switched to, I am highly valuable, and who I am makes a huge difference for others. Here's one. This was perfect. Okay. So I have a 6-year-old son, and we went to see The Lion King over the weekend. And he was nervous. He was afraid during the parts when not Mufasa, Scar. The part with Scar and the hyenas, I was kind of afraid too. It's kind of a scary movie, okay? And afterwards, he just kept saying, Mommy, I'm not brave. I'm not brave, Mommy. I was scared. Mommy, I'm not brave. And I did this with him. I'm like, no, TJ, stop it. You have to switch it. Tell yourself I am brave. He was like, I'm brave. I'm like, louder. I am brave. I'm like, dude, like you shout all the time. Shout now. He goes, I am brave. So like once you understand this stuff, you can do it with yourself, but with your kids too. You're going to start picking up on the people around you and the crap that they're saying. Words have power. So it's really important that you figure out what your limiting beliefs are. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Okay. So Tony Robbins says beliefs have the power to create and the power to destroy. Human beings have the awesome ability to take any experience of their lives and create a meaning that disempowers them or one that can literally save their lives. So your day one assignment is to write down your limiting story. And there is no shame in doing this. We all have one, okay? We all have one. And turn that limiting story into an empowering one. And sometimes when you do this, it might feel like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. But when you start writing it out and when you start speaking out loud with power and intensity, you're going to start to believe it. It's going to take time, but you will start to believe it. And I want you to literally start writing out your beliefs daily, okay? Write them out every freaking day and share your assignment with us in the She's Making an Impact Facebook community. And then also, I'm going to go through as many of these comments as possible, but I made a commitment to make this 20 minutes. So we have 4 minutes left. I'll tell you what, as soon as we're done with the 20 minutes, I'll literally hop into the Facebook group and do some more Q&A. Okay. So we are giving away $1,000 if you did not see towards one of our online courses. So all you need to do to be a winner, we're doing this on Instagram. So it's an Instagram challenge. Just make your Instagram account public. And then for every single day of the challenge, again, we are rewarding consistent behavior, okay? Consistent behavior. Every day of the challenge, you need to do the homework, and then you can post an image of your homework, a picture of you doing the homework, a picture of me, whatever it is, a quote of something that I said or something from the homework. Share your key takeaway or response to that homework, and then use the hashtag She's Making an Impact and tag me at She's Making an Impact so I can see it. Okay. So let me quickly go through everything as possible. Yes, the compound effect. Michelle says, I'm an entrepreneur through and through. Yes, Korean, your dog is staring under your desk. I love it. Oh my goodness. I am so happy you guys are here. Hey, Helen. Some of you guys say, I love Tony. Michelle says, thinking about going to see Tony in Miami in November. Do it. Oh my goodness. I wish I could go to that one. I'm already committed to going to another event in November. If I could, I would be there. So just so you guys know, Tony Robbins has his event, Unleash the Power Within, and it's going to be in Miami in November. I have a guy, I don't get anything from recommending it, but he'll probably get some form of commission. So if you do want to go to that event, let me know and I'll connect you guys. But that is like, that's what I have my private clients go to. I'm like, go to Unleash the Power Within. Amanda seeing him in October. So cool. Progress over perfection. Always. You guys, repeat after me. Messy action. I commit to taking messy action. I'm going to do it even if it's not perfect, even if I suck. I give myself permission to be a beginner. Because if you go back to see some of the stuff that I did, I've been in the online space since 2011. I want to say 2011. And the first videos I did, terrible. The first post that I did, awful. But I showed up and I did it and I've gotten better. I'm still not perfect, hold on there, but I've gotten a heck of a lot better over the years. So give yourself that permission to be messy, be a beginner, and just take massive action. If you do that, you will get where you want to go 10 times faster. Okay? Elsie says, I loved my new story. You have to repeat it to yourself over and over and over again, okay? This is not something that you just write it out once and it's over and done with. Write it out over and over and over again. Marissa says, I'm doing your 5-day challenge while running my very first one at the same time. Talk about messy action. I love it. I love it. You guys, there's no perfect time to do anything in this world. If you wait for that perfect time, it's never going to happen. when people tell me I'm going to wait to work with you until my like season of life calms down, I'm like, we're never going to work together. It's never going to happen. Like life is always going to be crazy, and it's only going to get crazier when you have more kids and all this other crap. Like, take action, take it now. Nicole says Lion King is scary. Okay, so I'm not the only one that's scared by the Lion King. Okay, I'm going to cut it off now. Be here tomorrow because we're talking about the fear of failure, and this is something we all need, trust me. So make a commitment, comment below, I will be here. Like I commit to showing up every single day. Comment. I'm going to end here and I'm going to jump on live for some Q&A in our Facebook group. All right, bye.